What's going on, guys? Okay, look, I know I said the next video would have been a campaign video, and look, I wasn't bullshitting. I'm working on it, okay? I was actually gonna do the video just soon, but I gotta come on in here real quick and just, holy fuck. Okay, so I downloaded and went through our budgetary system for 2020, 2019, and 2021. Uh, Found out exactly which corporation, which branch, which what exactly right down to the dollar how much each of those are going to get. Now I can understand why. I'm going to explain this in a minute, but I can understand why now our media was being given over $1 billion. We just handed them for this year. Okay, so this explains why now I'm seeing this audacity. I'm pretty sure the psychologists in this country must be getting paid to stay quiet too, because why no psychiatrist or blah. Anyways, I can't talk today. That's why I'm still working on the video. But why are all the psychologists in this country not opening their mouths? I studied psychology, got straight A's. Then I got bored with it because then I realized, as the further I studied, the more I realized that everyday life, that everything that we do, everything we say, every movement we make is psychology. We're actually performing psychology every day, every one of us. But we don't actually hone in on it. Some of us do, or we study to hone in on it. So now they're asking the question, the media. Should unvaccinated relatives be invited to Thanksgiving? Last I checked, the media has responsibilities in this country. Okay, they're not regular citizens. They don't have freedoms like regular citizens. They have responsibilities to the citizens. So therefore, they are almost like the government. They have a job to do. Okay, you can't call themselves a media network if you're not going to do your job. That's it. That's all. You get fired, right? Just like any other job, you get fired if you don't do your fucking job. So a question like this should just stop all funding and everything to this media outlet. And I'll even throw it out there. It's Global News who's asking this question. Number one, you have a responsibility to this country to keep us united. Okay, you can't go out there and keep spewing these hateful questions that you know is psychologically going to divide our country. It's going to make us even more divisive. And it's going to start fights. People are going to get angry, relatives, whatnot. They're going to get seriously mad, and there could be fistfights because of this. Are you at Global News going to take responsibility? And if they get charged with whatever the charge they get, you're going to be the one responsible for upholding? On Global News? Anyone at Global News? Because this is going to, psychologically, you're kind of pushing it now. You started it with Christmas, and look at what happened, right? Everyone said, fuck you. We didn't even fall for your bullshit when you try to tell us that that's what the big spike was caused by, and not by the fucking millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of hundreds of millions of people that poured in to Walmart, to Costco, to all these international companies. No, that had nothing to do with it. Not with the thousands of people inside this building, breathing the same air, touching the same things. That had nothing to do with it. It was all Christmas. You know, the 20 people that got together at maximum 20 people. That's like being generous. Like most of the time it's 12, 13 maybe. But okay, we'll call it 20 people. We'll even go as far as say 50 people. You're not going to sit here and tell me that one day that we all did that was the cause of the big fucking spike. But yet, millions pour into these enclosed buildings in one room, touching all the same shit, breathing the same air, didn't cause a fucking thing. And if it did, it was bare minimum. Bullshit. Okay? See, we smell through your bullshit. And now I see through the budgetary system, you're getting over $1 billion from us. Which means someone's paying you to do something. Is this what they're paying you to do? To make sure that you stay on the whole fear mongering and the divisive and be part of the SS fucking regime? So I have to throw this out there. Spend time with your families. Go to Thanksgiving together. They don't fucking care about us. Okay, looking through the budgetary system, did you know that our dairy farmers are only getting 3 million and our grain farmers maximum 6 million this year? But did you know that our women's and gender equality and thing there that they're trying to provide is getting over 100 million? I've started jobs doing the same job as a woman, and that woman was still making more than me. But see, I didn't automatically think it was inequality. I understood that she was there for 3 years and I was just starting. So obviously she's going to make more than me doing the same job. But if in 3 months or 6 months or a year or whatever that company's fucking cap limit is at, I will get a raise too. And eventually I will work my way to making the same amount as her. But at that point in time, she'll probably be off getting promoted to a higher up position with a higher pay grade. And this is how it works. This is equality. That's why we make the companies do this. So that way, as you grow with the company, so does your paycheck, so does your lifestyle, so does everything you can afford and everything you can put onto your bills. Okay? That's equality. But if I'm working there for 8 years, why should you just start and make the same amount as me, but yet I'm the one training you to start working there? Because I've been there for 10 years. And you're going to make the same amount as me? That's your vision of equality? That's not equality, folks. That's jumping the line. That's skipping the line. That's taking the easy route. You got to work for what you want in life. This is something we've known about since the caveman days. What the fuck? But we're handing them all this money. And our dairy farmers and our grain farmers are getting peanuts. You see, I was telling you, and I was right. I'm going to post the budgetary system. I'm going to share it all over social media. And I'm going to make sure people can take a look at it. Because you clearly need to take a look at this file. All Canadians should be looking at this because there's so much more. It's not even just that. There's so much more in there. Wasteful spending. Oh my God, there's things that are getting billions of dollars. That makes no sense. When our grainers and our farmers and our fucking beef cattle farmers, and they should be getting that. Our educational system, our healthcare system, our veterans, our mental illness should be getting that money, the billions and billions, not these fucking companies and corporations and projects that don't even fucking make sense. Like the Museum of Nature. What the fuck? The Museum of Nature, and they're getting more than the grainer and farmers. They're getting more than the nurses. We need a leader who can budget this system properly. There's things getting money, corporations and companies that are already in the fucking billions. Okay, it makes no sense why we're handing them more than our farmers. The people who feed us, the people who put food on our table. It makes no sense why some of these budgetary systems, if you actually look at it, it makes zero sense why there's hundreds of billions of dollars getting spent towards certain projects, but yet our truckers are getting the shit end of the stick. But yet they're the ones providing everything to each and every single one of us. From the farmers and grainers and everyone else. Oh man. That's why I'm working on this right here, okay? Just to give you a quick review of what this is going to be. Okay, sorry I had to use a big ass fucking chalk thing because dollar store didn't have the regular size ones. But I got reform, okay? I got, for reform, I got police, fire, military, government. There's going to be a big, massive reform. I'm going to go detail to detail of what it's going to be. We're going to talk all about it in the video. The audit on the government and the personnel of the government. Each individual of the government will be under audit as well. I already have someone who's going to lead that audit, and it's going to be Pierre Pelletier, I'm so sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, and Michelle Garner. I want you to, side by side, working together with, even if Miss Ribold would be 100% on board, I would even throw her into the triage, and we'll call it a triage. And there'll be the warpath for the citizen on figuring out who's stealing money, who's fucking been putting money in overseas trust funds to take out later when they're out of office, and who's been overspending on our budgetary system on houses and fucking cottages and yachts and cars and their own personal lives. We're going to go right into this. So there's going to be a big shift in how the government funds operates. Sorry. Then we're going to get into the budget system. We're going to get into the expenditure pile in this department, and we're going to get into the placement of our money, which is what I was just discussing about the budgetary system. A new plan for Turtle Island. My brothers and sisters, I got your backs. We're going to create a whole new plan for you guys. We're going to start operating where you guys are actually going to make deals with other countries on your own. We're just going to simply help you, and then after that, you're on your own, okay? You're going to be in 100% control. Canada will not have a 0.1% say in what the fuck you do. And we're going to stay the fuck out of it and just be there as a helping hand. We're going to treat you like you're our own country, Turtle Island, okay? So we're going to need our nation leaders to come together and start working out a plan on uniting and actually forming like a federal system just to handle our overseas businesses and stuff like that and help take care of healthcare. And there's a whole other system for that. Willing to help. Keep in mind, pick up the phone. So anyways, I'm sorry I haven't shaved or nothing. I haven't done my video yet. Jobs. We're going to open up new opportunities by opening up new venues with other countries. Countries we would normally never dealt with in the past. We're going to open up the doors. It makes no sense why two superpowers of the world, Canada and Russia, who own a quarter of the planet together combined, aren't working together. It makes zero fucking sense. All we're doing is pampering to America's fucking hatred of Russia. And Russia's done nothing but offer help. Look at Fort McMurray. Willing to send in thousands and everything they had to help us. And it was Trudeau that said, "Oh, no, us Canadians, we got it under control. We'll handle this." Notice the pattern. He said that about COVID too. Then we're going to work on the most important part. Mandates. Mandates, we're going to work about pay cut, reduce expenditure pile. Because at the end of that whole budgetary system, you're going to see they have $3 billion up to play with every single year. That adds up. That means they have hundreds of billions probably sitting there, if not just maybe 20, 30 billion at that, where they can just spend on themselves. All those houses and yachts and everything I was just mentioning. So that's going to get reduced big time. Like, why isn't that $3 billion that's left over just going straight to our farmers and our truckers and our nurses? Throughout all this, they need it. Or how about our local businesses? How about our educational system? How about... anyways. We're going to go back to the contract of land, right, with the Turtle Islanders. So that way we can give back more land, right? They're going to have more land given back to them. And it's going to reduce the Canadian cost every year to hand them for that land that we were taken from them, right? And that money we're going to be able to put towards the deficit, which we're stuck with now. So, and we can put it in other programs, other mental illness, stuff like that. Corporations, we're going to start mandating corporations. Like I was saying in another video, international and interprovincial companies should be annually giving a nice chunk of their annual salaries back to the workers, the ones that build their products and make their products, and, you know, in the end, buys them the yachts, buys them those big 10-room houses and the mansions. And it's about time you started fucking... You guys for years have rode our backs, man, our sweat, blood, and tears. It's about time we start getting back for that. So corporations, we're going to work out a new deal on that. And then it's going to be I already said corporations, interprovincial companies as well. They'll also have to follow this suit. So see, there's a lot of things we're going to be doing. And this is just some of them. Like, that's just the start. That's video number 1. We still got to delve into suicide programs. We got to get into homelessness programs. We got to get into local business programs and making it easier and cheaper for people to even start a business here in Canada again. We're going to, man, we got a lot to talk about. Mental illness, our elderlies, our veterans. I got some massive plans, and I've been working on it for years. All I'm doing now is taking all those years I've sat back and just started researching and developing these plans, and I created a list, and let's do this. As soon as it comes in the mail, I'm filling it out. Let's fucking do this. I'm telling you, I'm ready. We can do this. And I won't be alone. There's going to be people there to help. Just like there's people there to help Trudeau. He doesn't do everything. He has those other branches. I'm just going to be working with them side by side, getting my hands dirty, rather than just sitting in front of a camera 24/7, smiling in front of you. Sorry. I'm there to work. And I'm not there to steal. I'm there to make everyone's life better. Mine will get better once I come out of office. Then I can grow on my own projects, my own plans, business plans, and stuff like that. Like I said, and everyone knows I want to open an indoor airsoft center. I'll do it after I'm done my terms. Any money I spend will come out of my paycheck. It will never come out of the expenditure pile. And like I said, we're taking a wicked pay cut. So that way that money can go right back towards the people. I want to start raising paychecks. I want to start reducing taxes on paychecks. I got so many plans, guys. And we're going to go into detail. But for now, the question of should you invite your unvaccinated family members to your house? That is a monstrous, evil question in itself. Global News, you should be ashamed for even asking that question. We pay your fucking paychecks. That's been proven. I have the budgetary system. We put food on your table. We put that roof over your head, those nice mansions you're enjoying and the yachts and the family trips and everything, just like the politicians. You're enjoying that off of our blood, sweat, and tears, man. To ask that kind of question in a time that we're in right now, as divisive as our country is right now, you should be ashamed. And you owe the Canadian people an apology for even asking that stupid question. Regardless, doesn't matter. You have zero fucking say, and the government, who I invite for Thanksgiving or Christmas or my birthday or any day. My life. Not yours. Have we met before? No. So who the fuck are you to even ask that question about me? See, my wife's fully vaccinated. Fully. She has 2 Pfizer shots. She plans on following the rules. I respect her for that. Love her for that. I think she's brave for following what she believes. Just like my wife will sit here and tell you the exact same about me. I rely on traditional medicines. I rely on things I know that work when it comes to colds, flus, or any other type of fucking viral disease that I've actually, we're used to on a daily basis. I'm not talking the fucking diseases that we don't even know about. Look, since I've been in control of my own body, I've taken no vaccines. H1N1, foot and mouth, all that shit. Didn't take it, never have, never will. I have a video already, the one I made prior, that already explains why. So I'm not going to go into all that. You guys know why. So why should I not be allowed to go to my mom's? Or why shouldn't my wife's family not be allowed to come here and enjoy my awesome cooking? Because I rely on something that I know that works. Like I said, the last time I was sick was in 2019, February 12th. I can tell you the day. That was the last day I was sick. 2019, guys, 2021. And I'm not saying I'm impervious of being sick, but I do have a vast, massive, fucking strong steel wall of an immune system because of what I've relied on throughout the years and the different plants. And when I go camping and stuff, and I eat them, and it's built up one hell of an immune system. What can I say? So here we are. Global News. Be ashamed of yourselves. You owe us an apology. You wasted our fucking money on a stupid question. Okay, we got people right here in Cornwall, Ontario, living by the fucking river, homeless. We have a council who refuses to build a homeless shelter. We have so many empty buildings, it's unheard of. Yet we can't convert one of those into a homeless shelter. But our council, no, that money has to go back to them. So, the homeless that are going to probably die this winter, I hope our council is going to hold them accountable, and I hope Global News does too. But that right there is more newsworthy than asking a stupid fucking question that's just going to piss off a lot of fucking people. Stop the hatred. Stop the nonsense. We pay you. That fucking $1 billion you just got came from us, not from them. Remember that, okay? You're supposed to be journalists, professional journalists. Remember what a fucking journalist is. And that's getting the truth out and focusing on stories that actually fucking matter to the people. Homeless people living down by the fucking river during the winter, the St. Lawrence. Are you fucking stupid and you're asking this kind of question? This is why we need someone like this in charge. Because I won't allow that $1 billion to even go to them. You know what? They're supposed to be independent from the government, not paid by the government. So guess what? Media in Canada, you're going to be independent from now on. Because we're not going to do it no more. You've made your fucking billions of dollars off of us. Thrive. Now we're going back to the way it's supposed to fucking be. Regular citizen. That's what happens, right? Not someone who's just out for the money. Not someone who's out just to fucking benefit himself. Someone who actually fucking has to live every fucking day. Anyways, that's my fucking rant. I was supposed to do this video next, but I have to get this one up first. I'm going to post the budgetary system later. I highly recommend that every single one of you look through it. It is fucking ridiculous what we've been spending our money on and how much is going to which organization, and you can tell there's a lot of favoritism towards anything government. So, and you're gonna see a lot of the places where we're like, where the fuck, wait, what? And you're gonna notice, why couldn't we just like take $1 billion from them and $1 billion from them and give it to the farmers? Like, why only a couple million? Dairy farmers, 3 million. Grain farmers, 6 million. Museum of National, the fucking woman's thing. Right? It's time to pull the plug. Vote for Cole Holmes. I am waiting for the paperwork. I hope I get it. But if I do get it, I am filling it out. I will post it before I mail it out that I'm done. And I need 150 votes, the electoral votes, people who are actually legally allowed to vote in Canada. I need your name and signature stuff that you would vote for me, because then without it I can't run. You need 100. Well, you need 100 electoral voters, but they say to get 150 just to guarantee it. So I want 150. If you're willing to vote for me, when I get my papers and I have the forms where you put all your information that they need, I hope you guys are willing. I'm going to take a travel around. I'm going to try to get as many signatures as I can by promoting all my ideas. Have a good day, guys.